Pororoca, Pororoca, Pororoca. The power of this thing is amazing. Look at that. Have a look at that. Oh my God. I better shut up so I can surf. Look at the power of it. The power of this Pororoca. Here comes the log. Oh my God. Look out. Oh. I just followed half the Amazon River.
Once a year, when the sun and the full moon are closest to the Earth, the Amazon rushes out towards the Atlantic. As the ocean pours into the Amazon, their titanic clash results in a mini tsunami that travels hundreds of kilometres up the Amazon River.
This is a wave that's not generated by wind, it's a tidal wave. And you know when it's arriving, and there's only one per day. But this one goes for 30, 40 Ks. It's so powerful. You just see the sides of the bank being churned off and alligators and piranhas and all this stuff coming out. And you're like, oh my God, what's it going to do to me?
Do you get scared?
When I looked and saw a couple of big trees going down, I mean, this is getting a bit serious. It was time to pull out of there. I mean, you're a bit more calculated in your 40s, I guess. A little bit.
As a boy, Ross Clark Jones was drawn to the sea and its dangers.
Surfing, I mean, I was brought up the Central Coast from Sydney. Every morning before school, my father used to take me. I mean, there's no better way to start your day, I guess, than in the ocean.
After Ross left school at 14, he was never going to have a normal day job. And once he turned pro surfer at 19, he's been searching for that perfect wave ever since. The bigger, the better. But with the thrills come the risks.
You fractured your spine.
I've broken my L1, L2, compression fractures.
Broken shoulder.
I've ripped my shoulder out, I've broken biceps tendon.
Ribs.
Separated ribs. The worst one was my neck. It's amazing what the human body can take. More chance of dying on the roads, that's for sure. Especially if I'm driving. No.
So we hit the road with this daredevil in search of the legendary Pororoca. Deep in the Amazon, we arrive at the frontier town of Macapá. The logistics of an Amazon expedition like this are staggering. A doctor, a nurse, 2 policemen in case of river pirates, an engineer, a cook, plus over 2 tons of equipment, food, water, petrol. And because of timing, we can only find the right tributary at daylight, which means we have to leave now on the high tide and at 1 o'clock in the morning. As we head towards the mouth of this mighty river, Ross is all too well aware of Brazil's dangerous beauties.
I lived there, had 2 ex-wives from Brazil, and please don't let me get married again. 3rd time, just kill me, feed me to the piranhas, if you like. I have nothing bad to say about Brazil, except my 2nd wife. Nightmare. Stay away from her. I'm actually more scared about the Brazilian women than the crocodiles.
Joining Ross on the journey is Picaruta Salazar, a Brazilian surfing icon.
I like this place. This is the best place for me because the wave is so long. I surf in one time, 37 minutes.
Picaruta, he's like a Brazilian champion from years ago, so he knows sort of how to read it. Hopefully I just get on a wave with him and follow him around.
Shut up. He reckons he's going to beat your record.
No.
I don't. He's lying.
$10, okay?
On an expedition like this, preparation is everything. Danger is everywhere.
I get on the boat, they start talking about the piranhas, the crocodiles, these logs coming out. and there's this little fish called the kangaroo fish that'll swim up the end of your weapon if it happens. And I'm like, well, okay, now is there anything else you want to tell me?
It's just on dawn, just after 6 o'clock in the morning, and we're on our way about 10 to 14 k's up the Amazon River towards the Pororoca, which is now flooding in from the Atlantic Ocean.
You see this thing coming, it's like a little whitewater. And then you see it coming, It's quite scary. It's like, oh God, it's like a stampede of rhino or something coming at you.
First to tackle the fury is Pororoca. And now it's Ross's turn.
We got cameras, we got action, we got everything.
None of us here have ever seen anything like this before.
Look at it. Look at the power of it. The power of this Pororoca. And you're here with me right now. And I'm all by myself on this right-hander. Look what it's doing. It's ripping the shit out of it. Look at it. Here comes the log. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. It's like the whole Australian Rugby League team just came down on top of me.
As the water surges its way up the Amazon, and while we are preoccupied with Ross, Pororoca goes missing. Totally lost.
Where's Pororoca? Where's Pororoca?
Give us your board.
Did anyone see him?
We can't find Pororoca. We think he's about 4 kilometres back. Give us the board. We'll get the board.
The search is on. Then, after anxious moments, he emerges. What a first day, and just enough time to catch up to the wave of the day.
On the way in, just in the whitewater, having a lovely little lie down now.
How was it, guys?
That felt like a tsunami. I really felt...
That you were riding a tsunami?
I felt, oh my God, look at this thing. And it was just ripping the side of the bank up, and then it was coming closer to me, and the bank was veering off. I had nowhere to go, and then the logs just started coming around. I was like in an avalanche.
And Pororoca, 27 minutes.
27.
It's fantastic, guys. Well done. Well done.
That night, it's a full moon, but no ordinary lunar event. It's what scientists call a supermoon. It's the closest it's been to the Earth in nearly 2 decades. That night, as we go to sleep, we have no idea of the extraordinary day that lies ahead. Next morning, right on cue, the wave rolls in.
We're staying with it. Here comes Pororoca. Look out.
Ross gets on and goes on and on and on for 26 minutes.
For this wave in Pororoca, it's kind of like a marathon. You got to pace yourself.
It's thirsty work, but if, like us, you don't believe in product placement, turn your head away now.
It's time for Red Bull. We've got to have a It's time for a Red Bull. And he's off. And he's racing again. What a perfect wave. Look at this thing. It's absolutely perfect. Classy. Nobody. Thank you, Pororoca. Oh my God, this is fun.
And then it got serious. What happened next stunned everyone.
We're gonna get barrel. Here we go. Into the barrel. Look at it.
Perhaps it was the effect of the supermoon. But then came the biggest, most perfectly formed Pororoca wave any human has ever
Almost getting
seen.
barrel.
And it was all Ross's to ride.
Look at it. We're gonna get barrel. Here we go. Into the barrel.
You're out here in the Amazon, you're away from cities and, you know, the pollution and stuff. You got just this, the water is brown, but it's not dirty. It's just raw vegetation and silt and animal, and it's just, it's real and unaffected.
We're trying to slow down a bit. Oh, legs are getting tired now.
It's the raw nature that's intriguing.
Look at this wave. Look at the power of it. The power of this Pororoca.
Never really experienced something like that.
Incredible.
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, buddy. That was awesome.